It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the football team and the Jaguars coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, you look at our quarterback matchup in this ball game, that's where the focus naturally gravitates, and I think we have a fairly interesting one here.
And I think for me, and this isn't an original thought by any stretch, and probably for these two head coaches as well, the key for them is going to be limiting the turnovers, limiting the free possessions. I mean, this isn't saying anything you don't already know, but you've got to be able to make the most out of your drives and see if your defense can help you out and take the ball away from the other team and give you a few extras.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Jacksonville. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And out will come the leader of this offense. And that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A nice little juke. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught by Moss. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 4 yards.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it.
Turned out to be the play they needed, though, and it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right, that opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Throw right side of the tight end to Shaughnessy. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Shifts by him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 15. Back to throw. And Lewis has it, the tight end. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Scobie now to kick it away after the made field goal. Green to bring it back. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll run on first down. Riggins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down now, Riggins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Man open, it's Moss complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Let's go, boys, let's go!
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moss. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's do this.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Second and 4. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Lewis. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.